That's a good way to end with their last two cartridges.
Hello again, folks. Hope yous are all fitting well out there, and if you happen to be watching this on Christmas Day, a Merry Christmas to you. Well, as the title suggests, and if the bird song doesn't give it away, it's springtime. And the field that I'm on, the farmers sowed with winter barley the end of last year, but the winter was so wet it didn't take, so he ended up having to re-sow it with spring barley. Unfortunately though, for him, the birds have found it. Mainly rooks and jackdaws, which we can both shoot here in Northern Ireland under our general licences for the protection of crops. And that's what I intend to do this morning, once I finish thickening up this hide, as all members of the crow family are pretty sharp-eyed. So a bit of weed and long grass tucked in here and there should help it blend in with the hedgerow. That'll do lovely. Looks pretty good. Now for the decoys. I'm using about 8 or 9 full-bodied flocked decoys, and I'm just setting them on the ground. I didn't put any sticks below them or even the wee feet that comes with them. And to finish it off, I put a couple of pigeon decoys to one side. You ever ask your wife to cut your hair and she mistakenly lifts the 0 guard instead of the number 2 guard? Well, I guess it'll last longer before it needs cut again. Again, to help record the footage, I'm using a pair of the AimCam Pro2i glasses. And yes, I know there's no lenses in them, as they steam up when you wear a face mask, so I took them out. The shotgun that I'm using is an over and under 28-inch barreled multi-choke Lanber. And the cartridges, if I mind right, are a 32 gram number 6 with a fibre wad. Nope. I either had the camera on the AimCam glasses positioned a little too low, or it moved on me, as it can be quite fiddly to get set up. It wasn't a great start, and I was getting frustrated with it, as the birds were keeping up high. So I went out and set the few birds I had shot up as decoys, hoping to pull the others down lower. That's more like it. And again. If I can get the rest of them to decoy like that, I might have a chance here. time for another quick tidy up, as it seems the more dead birds I set out, the better the other birds decoy in. I had a look at this field the night before, just to make sure I knew where I was going to set up for the next morning, and the ground was nice and dry, but it must have rained heavily overnight, and now it's nothing but a sticky mess. Nice recovery, but you really should have hit it with the first one.
Ah, blast you.
Yeah, I maybe should have trimmed that branch out of the road. I think I'm starting to get my rhythm. Well, famous last words anyway. What on earth? How did that stay up in the air?
He's down. enough lead. Too much lead. I had that. Oh, you missed that. Just get the tongue out of it.
More birds to add to the decoy pattern. Now, I just set these up on their chest with their legs tucked in under them and their beak pushed into the ground a wee bit.
Down. well under it. That's a good way to end with their last 2 cartridges.
Well, I have to say, that was quite an enjoyable morning. I'm definitely not the best shotgunner in the world by any means, but I'm fairly happy with the way I shot that morning. It took me quite a while to gather all the birds up, especially since the field was getting stickier and stickier with the odd rainfall. Well folks, that's the end of that one. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And wherever you get yourself up to today, I hope you enjoy yourselves. And until next time, take care and look after yourselves, hey.